Corinthians 13, verse 7, it begins to say, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, and doeth all things. When you begin to look at beareth all things, that means that love patiently endures and overlooks the faults in others. You can't do nothing right. I know that's a familiar phrase that we often hear from others, right? Mm-hmm. And no one wants to hear that phrase. Am I right?
Amen.
So if we don't want to hear it, then why do we even say it?
Amen. Amen.
You know what the golden rule says, right? Do unto others what? As you would have them do unto you. So if you want somebody to love you, then that means that you need to love somebody else, right?
Amen.
Love begots. Seed begots, right? Mm-hmm. So if you sow a seed of love, guess what you're going to get back? A harvest of love. Just like the mustard seed. Imagine a little seed, a little mustard seed grows this big old tree. So imagine that your love, your unconditional love, what type of harvest it will bring. So imagine, here it is, February the 2nd, 2014. Imagine come December 31st, 2014, where your love walk is going to be now that you have instructions and directions on what you ought to do and what you should be doing. Because I'm going to be reminding you, are you operating in love? Are you operating in love? Amen? Amen. I mean, the word barren literally means to cover. Instead of parading the failures and faults of others before all the world, love covers them over and continues to love in spite of those things. In other words, your little kid make a mistake and say, that's all right, sweetheart. It's okay. Mm-hmm. It's okay. You know, I've seen, you know, it reminds me, you know, when I went out football in junior high school, and I went out one day and quit the same day. Because the coach didn't like me. So, and I know he didn't like me when he put me in the line and had everybody tackling me. So I was like, this man don't love me. And I always hear Coach Moore saying, be aggressive, be aggressive, be aggressive. And I'm like, no, this ain't for me. Thank God for my alto saxophone. I ain't got nobody in my ear. Be aggressive, be aggressive. You know, just like right now when I see teams today and I see little pee-wee kids today and I see coaches in their face, that my son would not be there. Amen. You don't need to talk to my son like that. And just like I took a stand with Coach Moore, I just didn't go back. Because I had to respect Coach Moore. Since I could tell Coach Moore what was on my mind, praise God. I just said, well, I just won't go back no more. You know, I just go back to playing sell-out football where I was the MVP there. I went back to my league. I wasn't in Deacon Steele league. But imagine your little son or your little daughter coming home and they begin to talk about how the coach talked to them and trying to motivate them, trying to do this, trying to get that. I'll be like this. It don't take all of that. Come on now. I've trained my daughter to stand up because she had one tennis coach. I hated this guy. Yeah, I did. I said it. And he know I did it. Because I ain't like his style. And I told him I didn't like his style. But Sadie, oh, well, he got y'all fooled. I pulled her. And I started coaching her myself. And the whole game turned around. Why? Because I was talking to her like someone should be talking to her. But I'm not, everyone have their own style. I mean, I don't know why I'm going off here, but look at how they talk about Coach Dungy and all these other type of coaches that are Christian men that are respecting individuals. Because see, let me tell you what they're operating with. They're operating with love. And you wonder why they're successful? They're successful because they're operating in love. They're doing it God's way. And so when the new coach comes from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their team's getting ready to turn around. Because we got a God-fearing man that's going to come and treat people with respect and treat people with love. Amen?